Welcome to the full moon gathering for April. We're made for the light of a cave and for twilight. Twilight is the time we see best. When we dim the light down and the pupil opens, feeling comes out of the eye like touch. Then you really can feel colour and experience it. James Turrell. Welcome to this full moon gathering on this Scorpio full moon, also known as the pink moon. My name is Abby and I am one of the team here at Tree Sisters, and it's my great pleasure to welcome you into this sacred circle today. So Tree Sisters has been described as a kind of love affair with life, supporting women and communities to restore and reforest, whilst also inspiring all of us to come together in community to remember and reconnect to the cyclical nature of life. So these gatherings are offered as a gateway to togetherness, gateway to creativity, to expanding eros and vitality in service of all of life on earth. So as you know, Tree Sisters' primary reason for existing is to reinstate a culture of reciprocity with nature, so that we make it as normal to give back as it currently is to extract and to take. So these calls are free if you need them to be, and they are also a place of invitation to give back. So I'd love to invite everyone here to consider signing up to becoming a monthly donor if you're not already one. And if you are one, we want to really extend our thanks to you and to let you know how much we appreciate you. And we also have this possibility through this platform of making a donation. And you can see in the offers tab at the side of your screen that the little red dot, and you'll find there a button that enables you to make a donation, which is particularly exciting this week because we are in the time of the big give. So anything that is donated to Tree Sisters in the next 24, 36 hours is doubled, and we're really, really close to our target. So just putting an extra shout today. And your donations are so valuable because what they do is directly enable women and communities to restore their lands and their forests. So just thank you so much. And this call today is the second call in the new series of Finding Home in Nature. And we're going to be exploring caves today, how we might engage with the qualities of quiet, of darkness and simplicity when we're seeking sanctuary. And we will weave together our noticings into an offering and offer that to the blessing that is caves. And why do we come together like this each full moon? It's really an opportunity to pause, to reflect on the movement through another cycle, to come and be together under the bright light of the full moon, to listen to the self-organizing intelligence of the body and the messages and voices that arise through our brilliant bodies, and to come back to a place of intimacy with ourselves, with each other, and with the beloved earth. So before I share a little bit about what will happen in the call, I'd really love to hear who's here and what made you join the call today and where you are in the world. So if you'd like to write in the chat and share where you are, and particularly if this is your first time in joining the call, I'd love to welcome you in. So I noticed Alison's already said hello, everyone. Jennifer, lovely to be here. You donated, brilliant, thank you. So anybody else who wants to just bring their voice into the circle and to let us know where you're joining from today. Caroline in Oregon, wonderful to be here for the first time. Welcome, Caroline. Lynn in Seaford, USA. Alison's joining from Newbury in the UK. Liz, traditional lands of the Northern Arapaho and Eastern Shoshone. Barbara from Durham. Simon, Derbyshire. Joe in Somerset. Seeking some peace. Okay, I see your other message. Brilliant. Well, I hope we can find that. Julie, a calm early morning in the east coast of Australia. Melanie in California. Nicola in Norwich. Missed last month, so I'm very glad to join again today. Oh, we're really glad to have you back and hope you caught up with the recording. Michelle from Somerset, enjoy these calls. Oh, that's very nice of you to say. Thank you, Michelle. Claire, Bucks, Pangia, New York City, grateful for this beautiful community. Simone in Germany, Helen in Kent, Laura in Colorado, Nicola in North Wales in the sun. Wow, that's an unusual occurrence in North Wales. Catherine from England, my first time here. Welcome, Catherine. Loy in Australia. Well, we're really covering a lot of land today. Kira, first time on the new system. I donated what I can a couple of days ago. Brilliant. So that will have been doubled during this time of the big give. So we really appreciate that. Thank you, Kira. Latoya, I'm in Appalachian Mountains, North Carolina. Colleen in South Africa. Love and look forward to these full moon calls. Well, it's really lovely to have you all here and to know that we're covering so much of this beautiful planet of ours. So I'd love to say a little bit more about how this is going to work, especially if this is your first time in joining. So in a moment, there's going to be an invitation to get comfortable, to find a place of safety for yourself in the physical space that you're in, and to really give your body the various things that it needs to come into a place of rested presence for this practice together. And then at various points, I will invite you to come and share your noticings in the chat box. However you're experiencing sensation, waking up through your body, and that may be strong sensation or subtle sensation, or possibly when we tune in we notice numbness and not much at all, and none of that is wrong. All of that is worth commenting on, welcoming into your experience. And through these noticings we build a co-created poem, and this is the offering to caves. And then I will read that offering, and we will have some time for sharing and integration at the end of the call. So it's possible that as we enter our felt sense, and depending on where we are, what's been happening in our day, what we've got moving through our lives at the moment, we might come close to ourselves in a particular way that means stuff comes into our awareness. And if things are coming up, just please know that your vulnerability and your tenderness, your grief and your anger, they're all really welcome in this space. But if at any point it feels too much or overwhelming for you, then I want to invite you to find a way to come back to noticing the contact with the ground, to noticing where you're held by the earth. So you're invited to really honor yourself And if you feel agitated or lost at any point, then just bringing your awareness to where you're making contact, where you're feeling held, and to know that there really isn't a wrong, there is just simply your experience. And as we land inside of our bodies together, just please know that anything you find in the complexity of your own being is welcome. All the magnificent messiness is needed. So welcoming yourself here, really as fully as you're able. Perhaps beginning to just notice through these voices in the chat box, perhaps through a sense of energies gathered in this virtual space, noticing how you're not alone here. Just beginning to expand your awareness to the whole circle gathered here. And as you welcome yourself, just having a sense of welcoming others here too. So I'd love us to begin by taking a breath together and bringing yourself present to your body. Noticing the rise and fall of your breath. And really consciously turning away from things that might distract you. To really gift yourself this time in this circle, in this community. And coming into presence now, perhaps placing your hands on your body and taking a moment to really acknowledge some things that your body has done today. And perhaps that's not much if it's very early in the morning where you are. But has your body moved? Has it carried? Has it created? Has it cared for? And what might it be like to really appreciate these simple noticings in your body? Notice how your belly moves with the breath. It simply knows what to do. Feeling that invitation to rest into the wave of the belly rising and falling. And if it feels good, maybe inviting the breath along as your ally on this journey today. And then what about your heart in relation to the breath? Just notice if it is buoyant, if it lifts on the inhale and is able to come to rest on the exhale. Again, being present to this wave-like motion for a few breaths, rising and resting, opening and settling. And then what about your lower body? Inviting it to be heavy. Inviting it to really make contact with where your body is supported. Whether you're sitting or standing or lying. Imagining the roots traveling down. The roots of you and the wisdom in your roots. Entangled in the wisdom of all the roots. People here in the circle. Feeling how that wisdom exists inside of deep time. And feeling into your senses too, as you deepen in your presence here. Maybe noticing where you're in contact with the ground, any sounds in your space, what's coming in through your vision, and any fragrances present in your space or in your memory. What can you taste in this moment? Just arriving and settling. As we prepare to begin our journey with caves now. So we know that caves are found in cliffs, in forests, sometimes in the sides of mountains, within water networks or at the edge of coastlines. So as we set out into the wild on this exploration, I want to invite you to allow a landscape to emerge from your body. A landscape where there are caves to be discovered. So trusting what comes and feeling your own willingness to step into this unknown exploration. Finding yourself now in this landscape that arose in you. Noticing that it is late in the afternoon and the sun is beginning to lower in the sky. Notice for yourself, what season have you arrived in as you embark on this adventure? What time of day is it for you where you are? And where have you come from? Maybe you've been out exploring for days. Or this could be the beginning of an adventure, of a pilgrimage of some kind. Just gently situating yourself exactly where feels true for yourself. Before taking a breath and beginning to move through this landscape. Slowing down, moving with intention, with a kind of mindfulness. That slowly invites more of this environment, more of this space into your whole body and being. I'm feeling for what are you becoming present to in this landscape? What is awakening around you or within you? Noticing the particular atmospheres that are present. as you encounter this landscape. And whatever you're noticing here, I want to invite you to just stay with what you're experiencing, but to come and share that noticing in the chat box, disturbing yourself as minimally as possible, and then bringing yourself back. Yeah, what's awakening within you and around you? The atmospheres, the moods that are present as you begin these explorations. Just bringing your voice into the chat and then gently bringing yourself back again. And then continuing on, moving through this landscape, noticing what is around you. Are you in the forest or on a coastal cliff? Perhaps you find yourself in a boat exploring sea caves. Noticing now that the light is dimming more and the air is getting cooler. It's evening time. It's time to begin considering where you might rest here. What does it feel like to notice the oncoming darkness and some tiredness in your body? Feeling into what you might need right now. And who else might be present in this place with you? Any beings that you are aware of in the dusky light? So who do you sense is maybe companioning you on this journey? Or perhaps it is a solo quest. Again, coming to share in the chat if there is anyone else present here, or if you're alone. Again, just bringing your voice, your words into the chat. And gently bringing your attention back into yourself and the place that you have got to on this journey. And noticing that there is a cave just ahead of you. You can just make that out in this light. What is it like to spot the cave? Notice if there is an emotional or an embodied response to spotting this potential resting place. Does it stir curiosity, relief, fear, wonder? It's noticing what is present in you as you approach the cave ahead of you. And as you approach, just bringing into presence all of the possible creatures who may have lived here. The bats, the bears, the wolves, perhaps the fish, the amphibians, the ancestors. This cave has seen many many things over much, much time. Just really taking a moment to acknowledge the wonder of this. And feeling, what is your place here now? What is your relationship? And as you enter the cave, although it was getting dark outside, it is much darker and colder in here. Just allow yourself a moment to pause, to acclimatize, and coming back to your senses again now in this new space. Slowly allowing your eyes to become attuned to less light being available. What smells are present? Is it damp? Perhaps you can smell wet moss on the walls at the entrance to the cave, or taste the moisture in the air. Settling into your sensory awareness, feeling how maybe the sounds have changed as you stepped from the outside twilight to become enveloped in the walls of the cave. And as you're finding your way here, how do you feel about making contact with the walls of the cave? Or perhaps the ceiling if it's low? What is touching you? What are you touching as you arrive here? And how do you find your way in the dark? Are your senses adjusting? Does it feel possible to deepen your trust of this space? Noticing what's arising in your body as you acclimatize, and coming and sharing those words and your voice into the chat once more. And once you've added your voice, just finding your way back and moving further now into the cave. And what's here? Does it feel like an inviting place to rest? Notice what's around you. Slowly and gently taking in this space as fully as you can. What do you sense is covering the walls? What is under your feet? If you were with a companion, are they still present here? How big is this space? How many beings may have taken shelter here before you? Human and more than human. Perhaps they have left things. Maybe pictures, remains of a fire, fur, feather, bones. What stories does this cave have to tell you? dropping into the silent stillness. How much life has known the care and holding of the depths of this cave. And if this quiet, still space of darkness that you're resting in, if it had a voice and could speak, what might it be saying? What does it want you to know in this moment? Just listening for any messages, and again, coming to share in the chat. Bringing your voice, your words. This quiet, still space of darkness had a voice and could speak. What might it be saying? And then again, bringing yourself back to this moment as you rest here in the dark, still quiet of the cave. Having listened and felt how it has spoken to you, tuning into your body, is there a sense of quietness mirroring the atmosphere of the cave? Or does your body, mind hold the opposite? The quieter the space, the louder the internal noise. Just noticing, no need to try and change or force. As you move your awareness through your body, following the rise and fall of the breath, just feeling if there is even a small pocket of stillness, of quiet, somewhere in your body, a place that invites you to retreat into silence and rest. And perhaps you found somewhere. Where do you retreat to in your body to find this sense of depth and stillness, such as you might encounter in a cave? Again, just coming and naming this possible retreat space in your body, bringing that into our shared chat. And then bringing your attention back again. And the invitation now is to really bring yourself to a place of total rest. There's nothing to do but simply to stop and to let go as much as feels available, to receive the gifts of the darkness and the stillness in the heart of the cave at this moment. Taking another breath and feeling your contact with the ground. Finding a softness within yourself. Feeling your own availability to receptivity in this moment. And I will read to you as you rest our co-created prayer, poem, offering to the wonder that is caves, in an appreciation of their invitation to rest in their simplicity and to open to the gifts of darkness. So resting back now. Pitch darkness, moisture on the cave walls, timelessness. Timelessness, dark, earthy, mossy home. Darkness, warmth from the outside, cold. Tingling awareness. Timelessness, timelessness, held safe in the cool, dark, tall trees, ancient stones. Dark, earthy, mossy home. A cave within ancient native woodland, mysterious, inviting. Mysterious, inviting, timelessness, darkness, warmth, pitch, darkness, moisture on the cave walls, peace and appreciation. Water dripping, forming endless movement, peace and appreciation, water dripping, forming endless movement. Droplets dripping rhythmically. I might be lost. I might be lost, held safe in the cool dark. I feel very alone, resistant to moving away from the entrance to the cave, afraid I won't find my way back to the light. I feel very alone, all alone. I need a fire to light the dark, mysterious, inviting. I might be lost. Deer, bear, rabbit, solo. I might be lost. Existential experience, no one else. No one else. I need a fire to light the dark. All alone. Existential experience. Darkness has comfort, an aliveness being alone in a new space. Darkness has comfort. Guiding eyes from the shadows. I am surrounded by many of my friends, the little brown bats, the little brown bats, no one else. Deer, bear, rabbit, feel stripped down and vulnerable. I need a fire to light the dark, guiding eyes from the shadows, no one else. Invisible animal rustling. Darkness has comfort, an aliveness being alone in a new space. Timelessness. Tall trees, ancient stones, tingling awareness. Bats are amazing, and I honor them. Feel stripped down and vulnerable. Feeling trepidation. Sisters around in the dusky comfort. There's a bear inside. Invisible animal rustling. I'm surrounded by many of my friends, the little brown bats. Feeling trepidation. Feeling of home. Smell of the ocean. It's going to be okay. It's going to be okay. Algae covering the wet landscape of stones. Bats returning at dawn. It's going to be okay. There's a bear inside, curiosity, sisters around, descending into the womb of Mother Earth. Glowworms lighting the entrance like fairy lights. No one else. Solo. I feel very alone. droplets dripping rhythmically. Maybe a rebirth possible. Slimy rocks, dank, descending into the womb of Mother Earth. Curiosity, smell of the ocean, aware of the many caves within my own being, slippery rock beneath my feet, claustrophobic, dank, maybe a rebirth possible. Might the earth swallow me up? Glowworms, lighting the entrance like fairy lights. Might the earth swallow me up? Slippery rock beneath my feet, ancient memories, feeling my way with my hands and feet. The rock wall is warm, startled by noise. There's a mutual trust here. Sitting still until the darkness becomes lighter. Another world. Drip, drip, dripping all around. Aware of the many caves within my own being. Echoes and whispers commune with us. Of all who have known this space, startled by noise. A pool of water. Stalactites and stalagmites. This place has been waiting for me. This place has been waiting for me. Sandstone under my feet, pure, cold, icy water. Relax and listen. Relax and listen. There's more to explore, deeper inside. Stray fur on the walls, mossy, rocky floor, damp crystals, pure, cold, icy water. You are welcome here. You are welcome here. Relax and listen. Water trickling, water cycle drops, safe in the earth's belly. Who are you? Who are you? You're welcome here. Welcome. You are safe here, safe in the earth's belly. Cool, firm earth, dried branches, a light through a crack. The moon shines through a crack above. Who are you? Tense. Tense. There's more to explore. Deeper inside. Deeper inside. You can rest here as long as you want to. In my belly. In my belly. My heart. In my skull. Retreating inwards. Tissue of my intestines. My heart. In my skull. In my belly. Balance. Water, trickling, retreating inwards, heart, opening itself to the possibility of a tranquil cave in staying in pure connection with its full livelihood, healing in the dark, retreating inwards, in my belly, balance. My heart, healing in the dark, emptiness, refreshing pool in the center, green shoots of growth deep at the heart of the cave, pulsing, growing, strong and true, emptiness. Rebalancing with myself and creation, myself and creation, deep comfort, deep comfort. It's good to be ourselves. I'm accompanied by past myselves, and we comfort each other, sharing and accepting our feelings. Refreshing pool in the center, rebalancing with myself and creation. Emptiness. It's good to be ourselves. Safe in the earth's belly. Tense. You can rest here as long as you want to. You are welcome here. There's more to explore deeper inside. Discomfort, confusion, and overstimulation begin to settle. Begin to settle. Relax and listen. Mossy, fur, sandstone, feeling the way with my feet, stalactites, stalagmites, dark shadows, noise, warm, feeling, darkness becoming lighter, drip, drip, ancient memories, ancient slippery rock echoes and whispers, rebirth, descending, glowworms, algae, smell of the ocean. Welcome. It's going to be okay. Bats returning at dawn. There's a bear inside. Sisters around. There's a bear inside. Feeling of home. It's going to be okay. Invisible animal rustling. Feel stripped down and vulnerable. Vulnerable shadows. Brown bats. New space. Aliveness. Rabbit. Fire. Light. Alone. Lost. Dripping rhythmically. Dripping rhythmically, forming endless movement, peace and appreciation. Tall trees, ancient stones, timelessness, timelessness. Dark, earthy, mossy, home, curiosity. Might the earth swallow me up? Might the earth swallow me up? Maybe a rebirth possible. Slimy, slippery, ancient, rock, rock, slippery, pungent yet inviting, soft, moss along the walls, feeling the way there's more to explore deeper inside. Relax and listen. You are welcome here. Balance. You can rest here as long as you want to. In my belly. Retreating inwards. In my belly. Healing. Emptiness. Deep comfort. Fox comes to say hello. Healing. Comfort. Rebalancing with myself and creation. It's good to be ourselves. It's going to be okay. It's good to be ourselves, healing in the dark. So just letting all of those words, those offerings, those feelings land in your being, noticing whatever they are, stirring for you. And I want to just invite you to awaken your body back into this current time and space, very gently and slowly. Maybe taking a yawn or a stretch, or bringing some contact to your own body, feeling where you're supported by the earth again. And just reflecting on how it was to hear your words woven into others' words. The experience of receiving the poem, the prayer, the offering as a whole. And just noticing where you're at now. And I want to invite anything that needs to be spoken or expressed to come into the chat again, to just have a moment to really integrate that experience before we go off into our spaces and our lives. Just land how that was to hear your words woven into others, to drop deep into the offering of caves. So anything that needs to be spoken. Kira, really enjoyed that. Thank you, Kira. Alison, thank you. Abby, an edgier journey today, but interesting. And a wonderful poem as always. Fabulous images arising. Yeah, sometimes these journeys are less comfortable than others, and it's all good information. So thank you for sharing, Alison. Chloe, gratitude for the cooling, calming words of others. Thank you, Chloe. Laura, many insights. The bear is my own fear. I'm not afraid of what's in the cave. I'm afraid of never finding my way out. Other people's words stirred new awarenesses. Beautiful. Thank you, Laura. Nicola, groundedness and belonging. Jennifer, thank you. Thank you, Jennifer, for being here. Julie, grateful. Pangia, this cyber cave shields us so that we can let go of our walls and share our magic vulnerabilities. Nicola, didn't have words to offer today, but needed to drop in. You're very welcome to be here, to receive. Barbara, we're not alone. Caroline, sweet connectedness. Hugh, wonderful and evocative. Claire, feeling a yearning to be close to the feminine. Yeah, something of getting right into the belly of the earth, I think there. Simon, beautifully created, beautifully read. Thank you, Simon. It's very kind. Jennifer, deep and dark, felt so welcoming in our co-created poem. You rove so gracefully. It was gorgeous. Yeah, so evocative to have all of those images together. So thank you, everyone. These offerings are only available with your participation, which is so appreciated. So I'd really like to invite you to spend some time tuning into your own relationship with caves. Maybe, if you know of any close to where you are, to visit some, and if not, maybe feeling for the cave-like spaces of rest and stillness and darkness inside of you over this next month. And just making contact however feels good with the qualities and the energy of the cave. And I want to say thanks to Ria for holding the technology in this stunning image of this cave that she's brought to us today. And I'd love to invite you to join me again next month for the third gathering in this series as we continue this exploration around home. And in May, we will be playing with rock pools as home and what we might learn from the tidal movements and communities of beings that live at the seashore. So I really look forward to being in circle with you all again in May. And I wish you many, many full moon blessings for today. Thank you so much, everyone.